Hi everyone, welcome in. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming in. We have a long conversation tonight. So let's wait a few moments for some people to come in, and then we're going to talk. Now I am going to say this. I am going to say this. This today's been a kind of like a busy day. There's some things that has happened that has kind of disturbed the spirit, and I'm just going to be honest. It's very sad, and we're just going to have a conversation about it. We're going to talk about it. We definitely is going to talk about it. Make sure as you come in, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come in. I want to make sure that we get a message out, right? We do get a message out, and that everything will be okay. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for some people to come in, and then we're going to get into it. So let me just wait a few minutes. Whew. I hope everybody had a good Tuesday. I do want to tell you guys to pray for us down here in the southern states in Mississippi, because, honey, we're supposed to have some real severe weather on tomorrow. And so I pray that we all make it through. Just allow me a moment. I hope we all make it through. No hurt, harm, or danger comes to anyone, and no lives be lost. Usually around the time that it starts to get spring, Mississippi the southern state starts to have what we call tornado weather. So, yes, Chef, scary times, scary, scary times. How are you today, Chef? How are you? How's your wife? How's your son? How's everybody doing?
How everybody doing?
It is scary times, but great. That's good that all is well. I've been missing you. And missing what you bring to the chat. You always bring something fun to the chat. I know you work just like I do. So yeah, everyone is Gucci. Jayla had a little small stomach virus this morning. But took her to the doctor, and he was like, it's just a little stomach virus, and she was a little nauseated, but now she's doing fine. You've been neglected, everyone equally. Well, I've been missing you, Chef. I definitely been missing you. Guys. Woo. You do, honey. Look, Jayla, if you feel sick, go to the bathroom. What's wrong? You feel like? Hold on, just a minute. She claims her stomach hurt, but she's been fine all day. But I think she just wants a little attention. So she's been fine, y'all. She's been fine. Now she done played in her little soccer game, because ain't no guarantee when she's gonna be able to play again. So I just went ahead and let her play. And so
play with me tomorrow.
Now tomorrow we're gonna be trying to pray that try to take her
to win.
Yeah.
I lost.
Let's pray that Jayla start kicking the ball,
right,
and start participating and running in the game. Like, you ain't been doing that.
Like this.
Right. Yeah, so run to your seat so Mama can get started. Remember what Mom said, in order to be here, you have to be quiet.
Yes, ma'am.
You done been seen. You done told everybody hello. So let's get into it. Okay?
This video.
Lord. But yes, Chef, I understand. I understand you probably work 4 or 5 days a week. So I mean you work 7 days a week sometimes. So I understand that you be tired. But I do want to come on here, guys, and I do want to talk to you guys about. Hey, Donna, just being real. How are you today? How are you, honey? You know, I got some. I got some stuff that need. I'm not going to talk about the heavy one until the end. I am going to talk about this though, and let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you guys think. Um, it says here. Um, Hold on. It says here a stimulus check argument led to an Indianapolis quadruple murder. It says here her family said Gentarius Moore worked hard at a beauty supply shop to support herself and two little girls, and appreciated the most recent $1,400 stimulus check issued to help Americans recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. The father of her youngest child, Malik Heffery, thought he should get half. He wanted, this is what a family member said. He says he wanted some of Gentarius' stimulus money, said Wendy Johnson, a cousin who heard Gentarius' account of what led up to the quadruple murder in a house in the 300 block of Randolph Street Saturday night. She had just got her money and he wanted half of her money. She said, no, you don't deserve any of this. I work hard. I take care of our child. You don't do anything. He said, I really want half. She said, I'll give you $450. Take it or leave it. He said, I'm going to get my money. He said, I'm going to get that money. This day was the day before. Johnson was told that on Saturday evening, Gentarius was outside at the curb looking after her car when Heffery walked up. She said he gave her an evil look and walked off and said Johnson, he came back. Police said that after Heffery, whatever his name, came back for a second time, 4 people were dead. The mother of his child was wounded. The baby was missing, and the ex-con was on the run. During an exclusive interview with the news, the family identified the dead as Gentarius' 7-year-old daughter, Eve Moore, her brother, 23-year-old Daquan Moore, her mother, 44-year-old Tomika Brown, and her cousin, 35-year-old Anthony Johnson. Malik came back in the house asking, where's the money? Said Johnson repeatedly. Account Gentarius told her. They're like, what money? What are you talking about? He said, where's the money? Where's the money? Johnson said she was told that when Heffery started going through Gentarius' purse, Daquan was trying to save his sister, and he was taking up for his sister, said Johnson. He stood up and said, you cannot have the money. You cannot have her money. That's what she said, and pushed Malik, and Malik pulled out a gun and started killing everybody. Whew. He shot Daquan first. He shot Anthony. He turned around and he shot my auntie Tomika. My auntie Tomika said Malik, and he shot her again. He came back and shot Daquan for the second time, somewhere between the little baby. Eve got hit somewhere, and she was screaming. She was screaming. This is sad. Johnson said Gentarius recalled that Haverty took her and their infant daughter to the car, and after strapping the baby into a child's safety seat, he re-entered the house to the milk retrieve a milk bottle. Hey, Bacon with Charlene. And then the cousin says he went back in the house, and that's when he shot Anthony again when he was coming down the steps. When he went in the house, that was Gentarius' cue to run for her life, and that's what she did. Ran for her life in traffic across New York Street, knocking on everyone's doors. Gentarius hid on a neighbor's porch until IMPD officers arrived as Haverty drove away with their child. He told her that she made him kill everybody. She made him do it. Lord have mercy. It says here that Gentarius, I might be saying these names wrong, forgive me, directed officers to the home a block north where the victims were discovered. At the same time, Lorenzo Moore walked in the back door to find his dauphin and the rest of his family. I see all my family members in there on the floor dead, said Lorenzo. I could put the picture together of how everything went down and how everybody went. Lorenzo said he was in disbelief. I didn't even know that was my people on the ground suffering because they let a monster out of prison. Haverty was accused of shooting a man 5 times on the city's northwest side in early 2017, but released from custody in 2018 after pleading guilty to a lesser charge. We always knew that he carried a gun, said Lorenzo. He didn't have a job, just laying around being lazy. Lorenzo said his sister was afraid of him. It was like you could feel this fear, but you never want to do anything about it because you're too scared, and it might come to what it comes to, he said. Just him being angry about not having any money and him not doing anything for himself, so he thought he would just do something. He would just take something from her. Several hours later, the couple's baby was recovered unharmed on the city's northeast side, while almost 24 hours after the killing, following a 4-hour-long SWAT standoff on the east side, Haverty emerged from the duplex in handcuffs after hiding in an attic to avoid several volleys of tear gas that had been fired inside. Lorenzo said he just felt like he could take from her. In the middle of the grieving family is Sean Brown, who lost a sister, 2 nephews, and a niece on Randolph Street. Brown said, we grew up so close. We was always together, but at the end of the day, we are blood and we love each other. We hate to see something like this happen. It's the most tragic thing that has ever happened by far to my family. Y'all, so that is the story. I'm going to pull his picture up. Because his face needs to be shown because this is ridiculous. They could have kept him in jail where he was at. They could have kept him in jail where he was at. He was no good. And I mean no good for nobody. He was no good for no one. And Jayla, what mommy told you to do. Here is a picture of him. I think this is. That is a picture of him, guys. That is a picture of him. Let me bring it up on the screen. That is the picture of him. And it is sad. It is sad for him. It ain't that, I'm going to be honest, it's not that deep about a stimulus check. It is not that deep about a $1,400 stimulus check when you're not helping taking care of your child, but you want a piece of the pie. You want a piece of the pie just because it's a $1,400 stimulus check. Go sit down. Go sit down. That is his picture, guys. Jayla, go sit. Okay, I'm back. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Oh, busting that channel. But as I was stating, yes, um, that man took this woman's life over a $1,400 stimulus check. He wanted a piece of the pie, and he feel like, and I'm gonna be honest, he feeling like, well, because I helped you have this child, then you need to give me half the money. But let me tell you something, Dusty. That's what I'm gonna say, Dom. Let me tell you something for the ones that feel like they need half of the money when you ain't help supporting your child. If you're sitting at home not doing anything to take care of your children, you don't deserve no stimulus check. Get a damn job. Get a job. Help provide help provide for your children. Help provide for your children. You are not entitled to the $1,400 if go to that. Go. You are not entitled to the $1,400 if you ain't did nothing for the kids and you're not doing anything. I'm just saying, like, come on now. I understand there's some good baby daddies out here in this world. It is some good baby daddies out here in this world. Yeah, they do deserve accolades, and yeah, some baby mamas would, what I'm saying, break them off like here, what I'm saying, for you doing what you do for our children or whatever. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But y'all deadbeats, y'all don't deserve anything. And for this man to take somebody's life over a $1,400 stimulus check, I understand she probably got like 4,200. If she had two additional children, she had two children plus herself, she got 4,200. So he wanted half of what she done worked hard for. What the world is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I don't, what is wrong with you? Like, then you said you was gonna get your money. Oh, he was gonna get his money, child. I guess he was gonna kill everybody. He wanted her alive. Like he said, he wanted to hurt her. Narcissistic, toxic people. Get those type of people out your life. If you're with someone that you're afraid to be with, then remove yourself from that situation. This man, it was signed that this man was up to no good from the dope. He was a killer. He known for killing. He just killed somebody 2-3 years ago, and he out of jail. And now he done killed 4 more people. Let me go back into the chat and see what everybody is saying. Guys, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about this. This is why Donna said this is why women should not date a dusty and have kids like them. They are trifling, jealous, and feel entitled. They will kill you. This bomb. True. And I'm gonna be honest. I had 2 by Dusty, and I give him no energy. You better not ever come ask me for no stimulus. For what? You haven't done anything. I do it all by myself. I don't call and ask you for nothing. And that's just straight up. Hey, Charlene, if I have not spoken to you. Who got away to tell the story was, I think, the girl. She got away to tell the story. The one, she got a straight, what's her name, Lord? Um, let me get her name right. Um, Jean Terrius. Jean Terrius, she was the one that got away to tell the story. So she put the story together, and I guess she died afterwards. It don't say if she's still alive or not, but to me it sounds crazy. It is a story of Charlene. It is some kind of story all over a $1,400 stimulus check. But the crazy thing is, he's gonna get $1,400, even if you're in prison or not. Like the $1,400 stimulus, get that out of there. The $1,400 stimulus. Let me tell you about that. Like, even though, you know what I'm saying, even if you work or not, you're still eligible to get the stimulus. You're able to get the first stimulus, the second stimulus, the third stimulus. With the first stimulus, the stipulation, if you have some kind of, if you owe back child support and stuff like that, that can be taken. The second one, if you don't owe anybody anything, then you get your 600. And then with the 1,400, I think if you owe debt collectors, yes, you have to pay. They can take it, but other than that, it's still you're eligible for it. So I don't understand why he's tripping off this 1,400. See, he probably thought that she got 3,000 per child, and and then on top of that, she got her income tax, so she got about $8,000 or $9,000. So he thinking, my man, that's a strong lick. That's a strong lick. Hey, Sheila Shoemaker, how are you? Thank you for coming in. That's a strong lick, and he's like, man, I can do this and I can do that. I can buy me some more guns. Go. Spend my money on some J's and stuff like that. Nothing productive you're gonna do with it. You just want to use this girl, then try to scare her up to give you your money. She didn't have to offer him $450. She could have said, I ain't giving you nothing. And that's what she should have said. You ain't doing nothing. If you ain't doing nothing to help provide for your kids, how are you gonna fix your mouth to say, give me, you know what I'm saying, show me some love when you are not taking care of helping to provide for your kids. And it is women that don't, even if you do help provide for the kids, it's some women that are not going to give you anything either. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's just all who the person is. Now, me, myself, if I had a decent kid's father and, you know, he did his part and he do over and beyond, yeah, I'll show him some love, but I'm not going to give you my whole income tax check. I ain't going to do that. You know, I might let you file one of them. Something like that, you know, just to show love because you're doing your part. But if you're not doing your part, how can you fix your mouth and say? How can you fix your mouth and say that you want a piece of a check? You want a piece of the child, please. Donna said she should have never laid down with this dusty. Parents, teach your kids the right person today. These trifling, narcissistic sociopaths will kill you. Fathers, teach your daughters. Right. True. Let me just say this. That's my whole thing. When God blessed me with a little girl, I really, my son was one thing because I didn't want my son to ever treat a woman like they're nothing. And then when I had my daughter, my eyes really opened. I was like, man, I don't want my baby to see mama be treating nothing more than a queen. So when I got rid of the dusty, you know what I'm saying? My life has been so much better. I don't, I don't feel the same way that I used to feel and things like that. And I feel like, my daughter, she sees mama in a good place. Like mama is really like a good, in a good place, in a good relationship and stuff like that. Someone that's treating mommy like a queen, not treating mommy like she's nothing, or trying to use mommy and try to throw mommy away and try to tell. Let me tell you, yeah, you're right, Donna, because these sociopaths and narcissistic people, they'll help you tear up your house. They'll help drain your bank accounts. They'll help do everything. When they ain't got, let me tell y'all something about these people that ain't got that. They'll help you lose everything. Girl, go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down, Jayla. Go sit down. Okay. So Donna said she was scared for her life. Why do these men and women date criminals? Shaking her head. It's clear by looking at him. He is useless. Donna, this story really peed me off. I understand, like, by telling him, by looking at him, because some people love bad boys. Some people feel like, you know what I'm saying, any kind of attention is great. You know what I'm saying? Because, it might be hard to find a good man out here in this dating world because it's like, you know what I'm saying, either you're gonna get someone that, you know what I'm saying, like you may not be, you may be plus size. I'm just thinking, Daughter, you got me tripping, girl.
Oh my God.
But I'm just gonna be honest, like when you have real so low self esteem, and they'll have you feeling as though they are what you need. That is what you deserve, someone like that, because you feel like you can't get nothing better. So that's the reason why some of these women date these men that's coming out of prison, because they be feeding this lie like they gonna change, and then they come out being nothing more than what they was when they came in. They ain't no better.
No bad.
So this is. I didn't mean to be on this story too long, guys. We got like 3-4 stories that I got to talk about.
And
She always trying to do this. Yeah, she in the background, like we don't have to go to school tomorrow, so she's up.
I don't need to go to school.
No, you ain't got to go to school, but
No, I don't need to go.
Shayla.
Sorry.
But yeah, she's something. See, I'm thinking about creating a page for them calling J&J World, where they just, what I'm saying, we may go live sometimes there, and I just give you guys a view of our world, they world, what they do,
No, no, no.
But he really, y'all, let's just pray that this family, that he get life, he get the death penalty. I feel like, I know a lot of people feel like the death penalty should not be used. Jada, cut my light back on. But to just take, this is premeditated. I feel like he deserves the death penalty for taking 4 people's life and then kidnapping a baby. Even though it was his own, but he was kidnapping it for the wrong reason. But that's my personal opinion now. That's my personal opinion. Oh my God, like this is that I seen this morning when it first came out. I like, this is craziness. This is crazy. How you going to try to kill people over a stimulus check? Let me tell y'all something. Once that check is gone, half of these people gonna be back broke. I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. Hey, let me see your transcript. How are you? How are you today? I'm just gonna be real. I'm not telling nobody how to spend their stimulus check. You do whatever you want to do with your little stimulus check. I ain't mean to call it little, but I'm saying you do what you do with your stimulus check. But what I am saying is, with your stimulus check, once that money is gone, then it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna continue to do what they do with it or whatever. Some people gonna do whatever, but you don't have to take someone's life over money. It's not that deep. Money is the root to all evil, and it ain't that deep about $1,400, baby. I can spend $1,400 in one day. Trust me, I have done it. Okay, but this is a sad story, and I hate people have lost their lives. I don't know. Let me see your transcript. Like, I guess she didn't take him serious, but when it's a threat, baby, take that serious. Take a threat. Take that threat serious, because you never know what be on people's minds. Like, some people are evil minded and they'll do anything just to get $1, and that's just real. That is sad, and that is real. That is sad, and that is real. They'll do anything for $1. So I hate that she didn't get the restraining order, and I hate that her child is one of her children is gone. Wow. Yep. Basically. 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 All over a stimulus check, Lord. I said, Lord, I knew this was gonna happen though. I knew somebody was gonna act this type of fool. And yeah, and I read that and I seen that too. And I guess she was just that afraid. Like I guess I don't know what was on her mind. I guess she was like, he ain't gonna do nothing, and she thought, he'll eventually go away. I'm just thinking outside the box. But I guess what you're saying is, let me see your transcript is, you just don't take no threat. She should have never took that threat like that. Not serious. She should have got a restraining order and not like he put sugar in her tank. Like he a whole different form. Like he a whole like he just wasn't mentally right no way. And I'm just gonna say this wasn't right. Like this man all over a stimulus check. So he basically was harassing her and everything all over a stimulus check. This is yep. I remember reading that they knew that he carried a gun. So I guess she thought he wasn't gonna use it on her. I guess he could have killed everybody in that house. But hopefully she just had the money in her bank account. Oh, this is crazy. This is this is stuff that you wouldn't expect. You know, um, I don't know if he had a probation officer or not, but I do remember reading that he did shoot someone 5 times. Yes, he did, and he did go for a lesser charge. This was back in 2017, and he they have never mentioned did he have a probation officer or not, but he probably did. But now he gone now, child. He gone. Like he ain't getting out no more. He ain't even gonna get a bond. So yep, in 2017, and he was released early in 2018 after pleading guilty to a lesser charge. This man about halfway crazy. I'm just gonna keep it real. Yeah, I remember that Breonna Johnson too. That was a sad story. Like, yeah, we just mm, mm, mm. I just don't even know what to say. They said here one of the brothers was trying to be a rapper and a comedian. Um, this is crazy. Like y'all put these guns down, man. Y'all put these guns down. Put the guns down.
No,
Just put it down.
no,
Okay. Now guys, what I am going to talk about now is it's a story that has came out on today this evening about 8 people that were killed in 3 separate shootings at spas in the Atlanta area on today. According to law enforcement, while responding to a spa in Ashworth, Georgia, at about 5 p.m., deputies found 2 people dead and 3 others injured. Um, According to a spokesperson from the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, the 3 injured were taken to the hospital where they later died. This is sad. About 47 minutes after that incident, Atlanta police responded to a 911 call of a robbery in progress at a spa on Piedmont Road and found 3 women dead from gunshot wounds. While on the scene, the officers were advised of shots fired at a spot across the street. When they went to investigated, police found a woman inside dead from a gunshot wound. Whew, Jesus, this is what is going on today. They have found the suspect. His name is Robert Aaron Long. He is in custody, and that's the one that was he was the one that did the shooting and act work at that spot. No suspect has been arrested in the other two shootings. It is unclear whether the Atworth and Atlanta shootings were related. So they're basically saying that it may not be related, but it could be also. Like, yeah, it's pictures of him right here. It's pictures of him going in and out of the vehicle. Like, it's got to be some kind of connection because it's three different spots. Like, I know. Let me see your transcript. Let me continue to read this, guys, and then y'all can give me what y'all tell me what y'all think. It says here, many have asked. This is coming from the Cherokee, the Atlanta police. They said in a statement, many have asked whether these shootings are related to Cherokee County shootings. At the moment, it is too early to confirm that, but we have spoken with Cherokee County officials, and we are looking to that possibility. They probably gonna pin it on them, all three of them. Just get ready for it. All three of them is going to be pinned on him. Prior to Long's arrest, the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office had shared photos of the suspect leaving Young's Asian Massage and act work. And Shafi said the investigation at the two Atlanta shootings is ongoing. Police are checking similar business nearby, and patrols have been increased. So guys, this is a ongoing investigation, and this story just came out. I don't know why they robbing and killing all these women. I don't know, but this is a crazy story, and I don't understand it. But this story is a bit crazy. I don't understand why you killing. Why they basically robbing and killing. Like, people just come just today. I guess people don't have to have a reason to just come in and kill someone. I guess not. It's just, we'll see what further will go on in this story. I just wanted to put it in the forefront for you guys to listen to. Want you guys to know about, because this is something that is ongoing and that needs to be talked about. Now, this is the main story that I do want to talk about, and I don't know if you guys know about it or not. But have you guys heard about the 1-year-old little boy that is currently fighting for his life? Lord Jesus, let me just pull the baby picture up, Lord. Let me pull the baby picture up. And Jamel, hold on, y'all. These kids. All right, y'all. I'm back. Jesus. On the main line, tell them what you want. Okay, y'all. I'm about to pull this little billboard picture up, and I want you guys to keep him in your prayers. He is currently fighting for his life. There's no lie. This baby is fighting for his life. His name, his name is Legend Small. He was shot in the head by Houston police on March the 3rd. Now, Ben Crump, like I said, Ben Crump be on it, honey. Ben Crump be definitely on it. No, it's not. Ben Crump definitely be on it, but I want you guys to listen to this. Yes, he is. A 1-year-old is fighting for his life and struggling to breathe on his own after being shot in the head by Houston police. The child's mother and attorney representing her said the shooting took place on March the 3rd when Deja Small was pumping gas and she saw police cars and heard sirens. She said in news conference Tuesday, her son Legend was in the back seat of the vehicle, and she said a man then got into her vehicle and told her to give him the car. This is sad. She said, I wouldn't give him my car because I let him know that I have a child in my car and that I would not leave my car without my son. Small said through her tears. Small said she was sitting in the car when the man jumped in and police was right behind them. Before I knew what happened, they were already shooting at my car and I was just scared for my son's life. Well, I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. I know, and I'm just gonna let y'all listen to this and the interview. Her attorney is Ben Crump. I hope you got, her attorney is Ben Crump. I know people have children, but this needs to be shining the light on. And if you want to click off because of this story, I truly understand. I truly understand, and I just want to shine a light on it and keep this little boy's name alive because this was all the way wrong. This was all the way wrong for this little boy to be losing his life the way, I'm gonna pull it up in just a second. Just allow me. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the audio because I don't want a copyright strike. So just allow. Here is the interview.
And Houston's own attorney Darren Miller. We have the honor of representing Deja Smalls, the mother of Legend Smalls, who is 1 year old. On March 3rd of this year, Deja was pumping gas at the Chevron station, finished pumping gas and got into her car where her baby Legend was in the back seat in his car seat. The police were chasing a suspect who allegedly had committed armed robbery.
Hold on, y'all.
The car he was life.
Hold on.
They continue every day when the police officers open fire into the car. Shoot, not getting out of the car. My baby's in the back seat. She screamed at the top. Committed armed robbery. The car he was driving hit a curb and apparently must have came inoperable. He got out of his car running with a gun and came to Dacia's car and opened her door with the gun and shouted obscenities to her, telling her to get out the car. Dacia screamed repeatedly that I'm not getting out of the car. My baby's in the back seat. She screamed at the top of her lungs. And when she didn't get out the car, he then jumped in the car and sat on top of Dacia, trying to put the car in gear. Daisha was inside the car, not outside the car, when the Houston police officers opened fire into the car, shooting the suspect and killing him while he was in the car on top of Daisha. And tragic, one of the bullets shot by the Houston police officer went into her baby Legend head, causing him to 2 weeks later still be in pediatric intensive care. They had to remove part of his skull to deal with the swelling of his brain. They also had to remove the bullet from his brain. He's had multiple seizures, over 10 seizures. He's still fighting for his life. They continue every day when Daisha asks, what is the prognosis? They say it's wait and see. Hope for the best. He's still struggling to breathe on his own. He was on a ventilator for over 10 days. But little Legend is strong. Little Legend is fighting. And we are all praying that he will get through this. But as Attorney Ramanucha and I and Attorney Miller, we discussed what would be his quality of life. This 1-year-old baby, Deja's baby, what would be his quality of life after having a bullet removed from his brain and part of his skull removed to relieve the pressure from brain swelling? We're going to talk about the issues surrounding the Houston Police Department shooting into the car of an innocent black woman who was just pumping gas, and they knew she was in the car. If they try to say they did not know that the baby was in the car, well, they at least knew she was in the car. I mean, you saw the videos, it's well lit. You saw how close they were. She's screaming at the top of her lungs. But they still shoot anyway, knowing that she's in the car. She was absolutely in the foreseeable zone of risk. Her life matters. Did they not take that into account when they are deciding whether to shoot into a car where they know this black woman is in the car? They knew that she wasn't with him. They saw him get out of his car and run to her car. So why would they shoot into the car, knowing she was in the car? Not knowing who else was in the car, that there could have been children. There could have been others in the car. But they shot. And regrettably and tragically, little Legend will live for the rest of his life with the consequences of their decision to shoot into his mama's car, even though they knew she was in there. This is very emotional on so many levels, for so many reasons. Miss Daisha Smalls, who is obviously very emotional, is going to read her statement to you. She has not left his side at the hospital since March 3rd. This is one of the first times that she's actually left the hospital, because like any mother, she is just praying that her child will make it, and she wants to be there to make sure everything everything that could possibly be done to save her baby's life will be done. So Daisha is going to try to read the statement as best she can, and obviously it may get a little emotional. Daisha, I'm going to put you right in front of the microphone here and take your time.
My name is Daisha Smalls. On March 3rd, I was pumping gas at Chevron, and when I was finished pumping gas, I went back to my car, and my son was in the back seat behind me, and I saw police at the gas station and a lot of lights, and I heard sirens, and a man tried to run to my vehicle, and he got in my vehicle, and shit.
Take your time. It's okay.
And he told me to give him my car. And I wouldn't give him my car because I let him know that I have a child in my car and that I would not leave my car without my son. Shit.
Just take your time. It's okay.
I was sitting in the car when the person jumped in my car and the police were right behind him. Before I knew what happened, they were already shooting at my car, and I was just scared for my son's life. My son has been fighting every day for his life. And he's struggling on his own to breathe by himself, to move by himself. And we pray that his life we pray that he has a healthy life and a healthy, safe recovery. My baby didn't deserve it. My baby didn't deserve to be shot, especially not by the police. The bullet was removed from my son's head the same day that he was shot, or the day after.
Take your time.
Okay, guys. So, that that is some parts of that interview. I'm gonna pull this baby picture back up. That is some part of that interview, guys. It really just breaks my heart. I feel like the police. I know this was not an intentional thing, but I know, like, I'm so speechless. Like, oh my God. Like, when I heard about this case, and I was, I got a notification saying that, about this because, I follow certain news things. I know, let me see your transcript. And just to know a baby life is forever changed. This baby is fighting for his life. This baby was shot in the head, and majority of his brain is gone. And we don't know what quality, like Ben Crumb said, we don't know what kind of quality of life he's going to have. This baby could be a vegetable for the rest of his life. Some of his motor skills is going to be gone. We don't know yet. But you know what? God is still a good God. This baby may come out and he may be okay. But what happened was not okay. What happened was not okay. Yes, God is a miracle worker, honey. And he reigns on the just as well as the unjust. And no, this baby did not deserve that. And to watch this mother cry because and I'm so glad that she was strong enough to say, no, I'm not leaving my child. Say, for instance, she would have just got out the car and just let him drive off without a car. You don't know. He could have had an accident and killed that baby. Or he could have got a gun and killed that baby. And it's sad. And I feel like, Houston police, they got to own this one. They have to own it. Okay. They're going to have to own this. What do you guys think about this? The crazy part about it, why did the shooter just choose her to jump into the car? I guess because they was just in a panic and they just accused of somebody. They just wanted to jump in a car. Probably. Let me see your transcript. This is a whole lawsuit. And I hope she's suing. First, she needs to get justice. No, do I feel like someone deserves to go to jail for shooting the baby? No. Do I feel like it should be some type of reprimand? Yes. Because this is an innocent baby. The mother was innocent. She didn't do anything. And trust and believe me, she gonna get some money. Ben Crump is on the case, so it's gonna come with some money behind it. But they're gonna have to change some protocols. If you see an innocent person, why would you shoot this in the car when you know there's an innocent person in there too? Y'all could have killed her, the baby, and the suspect. Like, this girl was basically terrified for herself and her child's safety. And Houston police, y'all got to own this. Y'all have to own what y'all did to this baby. I'm just going to pull his face right on up. This baby was innocent. He didn't deserve, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation was, I'm just going to be honest. It wasn't worth all that. It was not worth all that. So this is what the Houston police said. So, okay. This is what Houston police said in their defense. This is what Houston police said in their defense. And y'all tell me if this ain't a bunch of BS. Tell me if this ain't a bunch of BS. Yes, it is. But check this out. Houston police had a different telling of events, according to a March the 4th statement from Executive Assistant Police Chief Troy Finner. They say Smalls was not in the car when shooting took place. The 30-year-old man in question was a suspect in 2 aggravated robberies who was already being chased by police when he jumped out of a car he crashed during the chase. The suspect, who was armed with a gun, then entered Small's car. The man refused to drop the weapons, so officers fired several shots at him and he died at the scene. The baby boy was also shot, Finner said. This is what Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo said in a statement. Fearing for the mother's statements, one of our officers discharged his duty weapon, fatally striking the suspect. Sadly, baby Legend was also struck. Officers at the scene immediately rendered first aid to Legend. Finner said he was not sure whether officers at the scene knew the baby was at the car. This is what they were saying. The officer who fired the shot that hit the baby is a 15-year veteran of Houston Police Department and is deeply concerned about the baby and his mother. He has been placed on administrative duty while the investigation continues, Fenner said. Acevedo said in his statement he and Fenner went to the hospital to check on the legend and his mother. We are hoping, this is what Acevedo said, we are hoping and praying for full and speedy recovery of little 1-year-old legend Smalls, Acevedo said. Smalls' attorney, as we know, y'all, Ben Crump, y'all know the legend been on the ventilator and all that. So what do you guys think of the police's account of the baby? What do you guys think of the police account of the incident that happened with the baby? So what they're saying is they feared for this girl's life, but they didn't know the baby was in the car. But still, it was someone's life still was hanging in the balance. No matter if you shot at the suspect or not, if the suspect got away or not, somebody's life was in the balance, and you never know who was in that back seat. And y'all trying to, it seems like y'all also trying to place the blame on the mother. Now, you're trying to place the blame on the mother, and that ain't right. That is not right. Like, how y'all gonna say? How y'all gonna say that? How y'all gonna say a different account that she wasn't in the car? She said that the man sat on top of her. And then y'all say we feared for her safety. So which one is it? If she wasn't in the car, then y'all wasn't fearful of her safety because she wasn't in the car. Come on now. Right. But they said the mama wasn't in the car. Let me see your transcript. Then they turn around in another statement and says they feared for her life. And so that's the reason why someone discharged their service weapon. So which one is it? Y'all fired the shots to prevent him from leaving and she wasn't in the car, or did y'all fire the shots to prevent her from, because he had a gun supposedly? And so which one was it? Because from what I just read, it's two different, they're saying two different things. I may be perceiving it wrong, but I know I know what, Yeah. Let me go back and read this again because I know I wasn't tripping. That's why I said they ain't getting that. They need to get that lie together. That's all I got to say. Get your lie together. Yeah, Fenner said one thing and Acevedo said something different. Say, Police Chief Troy Fenner said Smalls was not in the car when the shooting took place. That's what Fenner said. But later on, when you read down here, Police Chief Art Acevedo said, fearing for the mother's safety, one of our officers discharged his duty weapon, fatally striking the suspect. Sadly, baby legend was also struck. So which lie is it gonna be? That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, well, you see why. Somebody lying somewhere. This baby I don't care if he's black, white, blue, purple, green. This baby didn't deserve for his life to be fighting for his life right now. He do not deserve that. And they said they went to the hospital to check on they rendered first aid to the baby. Okay, you render first aid to the baby, then you said you went to the hospital to check on the baby. So the question is, so when you rendered the first aid, what did you do? Because if the baby had a gun wound, you had to call the ambulance. You couldn't render any kind of, you can't bandage. Go sit down. Go. You can't bandage your room or wound. Hey, Aunt Nancy, how are you? Yes. They trying to cover up whatever they did. Like, whoo, y'all, tomorrow, we're gonna be talking about some cases that I have found that I definitely have to talk about. This here I wanted to put in the forefront, and thank you guys so much for riding this out with me, because I'm gonna be honest, like, I understand that this is some hard stuff to hear. I understand that. I understand that this is hard things to hear, especially when it comes to children. And it's not because, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, oh, she cloud chase. This is stuff that actually be happening in our world that we need to talk about. And it needs to be in the forefront so it can get some kind of awareness and some kind of to be known about, that this could be you, this could be your family member that could be going through this. So this is like, my heart goes out to this mother, because no child deserves, this baby didn't deserve that. And for them to sit up there and lie and try to, that's what I hate. Don't sit up here and lie and make these contradictory statements, trying to make it seem like, trying to push it off on the mother, like the mother is the one that's at fault. So the mother said that the man, she was in the car and the man sat on top of her, tried to put her car in gear while sitting on top of her, asked her to get out the car and let him have it. But she wouldn't get up out the car because she didn't want to leave her son. And what y'all do, y'all discharge your service weapon, fearful for this. This is the story I'm getting. Fearful of her safety, supposedly, or you just wanted to kill the suspect, and because he had a weapon. But anyway, she didn't never did say he had a weapon or not. So I don't know if he had a weapon or not, because she never did say that he had a gun. He put a gun out of me and told me, she never did say that. So I'm just trying to piece this all together. So she said she wasn't gonna get out because she had a child, and she was yelling and screaming, telling y'all not to shoot, and y'all shot anyway. What y'all usually be like, get out the car, get out the car. But you wanted to kill that person though. What happened to negotiation, child? What happened to that? Well, y'all, child in my car, and that I'm just going to say this, guys. Keep this young man in your prayers. I don't know if the mom has a GoFundMe account or not. I think she do. Let me go find it. If she has a GoFundMe and you guys want, I think she has a GoFundMe. And if you guys want to give to that to bless her and this baby, legend, then please do. Like, let me see here, y'all. No, she doesn't have a GoFundMe. No, she doesn't. It doesn't see here that she has a GoFundMe, but if she does, guys, I'll put it in the description box for hold on. Let me see. This might be it. But I just want you guys to know, no, this not it. To continue to pray for this young mother. Hey, Positive, how are you? To keep praying for this young mother, and hopefully baby Legend can pull through this. He's a strong young little boy. He's strong. And let's pray that he's able to beat this battle that he has right now, and give the mom strength. Give the mom strength to be able to help him through this, because her son will not be the same. Her son that she birthed will not be the same. And I hope Houston Police Department, she sued them and for damages. I really do hope and pray, because her baby didn't deserve that. And they need to take full ownership and stop. And I hate when police, they do that. And then, you know what I'm saying, they know they wrong, but you still want to throw it off on the victim. And then here comes you trying to pull up their past and stuff like that. And like, that doesn't have it, to me, it's not prevalent with what has happened. Y'all, let me tell you guys, we just pray for this young, this sweet, innocent little boy. He's innocent, man. He's innocent. He don't deserve that. Oh, Lord. Lord, I just don't know no more. Just don't know. Well, and tomorrow, guys, it's the story that I am going to give you guys a update on a case that I have put out in the forefront. It's about the young Georgia teenager named Kendrick KJ Johnson. I have found some court documents that I want to talk to you guys about, and I had came upon it the first time that I had but I didn't read it, but I stumbled upon something that seems interesting to me, and I want to bring it to you guys in the forefront. As well as another case that was given to me that I'm going to talk to you guys about, and it's something. Let me see, because if you guys want to know specifically what I am going to talk about on tomorrow, guys, please hit that join button and you'll see every day what we'll talk about. Tomorrow we will talk about Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson was accused of rape. Well, guess what, y'all? He got a new case, a new trial. He was granted a new trial, and we're going to talk about that also. So, there's some more things that we're going to, it's like 2 or 3 different things I'm going to talk about on tomorrow. But since tonight, it's a good night, y'all get to an update. But tomorrow we're going to talk about different cases or whatever that needs to be talked about. I still want you guys to know I'm still covering the Takia Beverly case. Make sure you guys are signing the petition. And if you want to give to her family or give to whatever, everything's in the description box below. Everything is in the description box below. And well, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for coming. Please make sure you hit that like button on your way out, and I'll talk to you guys on tomorrow. Y'all have make sure that if you want to send me any kind of information, you can always email me at mjjfamily2020@gmail.com. If it's something that you want me to know or talk about, y'all know y'all can always email me. Y'all have a good night. Bye. I'll see you guys on tomorrow night. And please keep the South in your prayers, guys. Tomorrow we have severe weather in the forecast. Level 4 and 5 severe storms and tornadoes. So just keep us in your prayers, guys. Have a good night. Yes, and make sure, thank you, Jayla. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And we appreciate you for doing that. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.